What's going on? Welcome back. Nice empty park, bright and early. Did all my stretches this morning. I'm feeling good. I have been trying to do a pivot to fakie for like 4 or 5 days now. So I'm hoping today is the day that I'll like break through and get it and just commit. We're gonna try it over here on this quarter. I have some new ideas to try out and hopefully they work. If we get it and I'm not all banged up and tired, then we'll do some other stuff. So let's try and get this pivot to fakie. I don't think I could do the grab going front side. Oh, maybe. All right, so let's try and do some pivots. So I'm gonna come up and I really don't wanna get all the way on here like that because then I have a long way to travel back over. I really wanna get right about there. I even wanna cheat and use my heel to kind of hold me on the deck and then pivot back in. So let's do a couple of those. All right, so pivot to fakie. I was watching a boatload of videos and essentially the same movement. You want to get that heel up there, but you want to be able to transfer to your toe side and for that 1 second do the manual in. I watched all the super cool YouTubers videos on how to do these. They all kind of said the same thing. So that's one thing I wasn't trying before, was trying to shift from my heel to my toe to come back in. And the other thing I wasn't trying to do actively, at least in my mind, was keep my shoulders kind of already wound back up. So when I was coming up, I was already like this. You want to have your shoulders here so that it automatically sends you back into like what I call the rewind. So you come up, shoulders and hip like that, and then you're already in that straight position again. So we're gonna try that. We'll see if it works. Good luck, right? Let's do it. Let's work on some other coping tricks and maybe come back to it. All right, let's kill the session on the ledge over here and just see what happens here. Have a little bit of fun on that. Let's get a couple board slides before we leave. Alright, you guys, that is it. I am smoked. Skated probably like the last 4 or 5, maybe even 6 days straight, and my body is definitely feeling it. That's probably why I can't get that pivot to fakie, amongst some things. But we'll be back at it in a couple days. You know, left on a good note. Didn't get a bunch of tricks. I could definitely tell that my body was really tired, so I guess I got to work on building endurance again and start doing some workouts and some front driveway sessions. I think those really help build the endurance. So as always, thanks for watching, supporting, being part of the journey, and we'll see you on the next one. Later. All right, I'm super stubborn. So close. Yes. Holy crap, you guys. We got one proper one. I'm gonna try and do like 2 or 3 more. This is probably one of the greatest feelings ever. I have no idea why I was so, like, I don't know, wanting to land this trick. It bothered me for like 4 or 5 days, and I think it's because like I can do blunt to fakie all day long. I can do the feeble to fakie all day long, so why wouldn't I be able to do this? And it just consumed me. But I got like one proper one, I think 2 or 3 cheater ones. I'm stoked. This is why we never give up. We just, you know, continue, you know, even if I guess it takes like 4 or 5 days. I didn't battle this out in one session. I spread it out, and I also was able to squeeze it in throughout my session. So that's also really important to think about, you know, like if you're gonna go to a skate park or your ramp or your front driveway, whatever it may be, and you're gonna battle something out, it's just not going to end well. You're better off like making sure that you can incorporate things that you're gonna land and make you happy, rather than leaving like, you know, on a bad note, thinking like, wow, I suck, or whatever it is that you decide to say to yourself. But never give up, always fight, and eventually you'll make that progress. That board feel will kick in and you'll land something. So I'm gonna do a couple more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Later. I can't wait to try this at the regular park.